Right. Does it come up? Yeah. Right way up. Thank God for that. Hello. The right way up. Come on. Yeah. So, can you see my hand? Can't you see me? Yeah. Is it behind or what? Anyway, Pastel today, as you know, we're doing a lovely scene of WastWater, or WastWater, near Seascape. This is just a pastel painting that I found lying about because I can't find my others actually. Must be in the loft. Lots of colour. We're using cartridge paper with acrylic gesso applicated, which gives it a nice tooth. As you can see, the tooth and the brush marks of the gesso. We're going to keep some of the underpainting. So the idea is to put lots of colour on, because we don't use just white paper. We're working from dark to light, actually. Alright. Because we're working in a depth, there's a nice kind of darks in the sky, and we've got some alizarenes and other things going on in there. So I'm just going to make it kind of an easy one, this, as you all know. Adding a bit of bird umber as well, and then we're coming down to start adding this lovely blue, because we're coming down to our eyes and line. Yeah, lots of different colours as well. Try and keep them nice and clean. We don't want too much of that. You can have some of that green, because that's in the hills and the mountains and WastWater. Not too much warm colour in the background, because we want the shape of that lovely mountain there. And we also need a straight line for the horizon, or where the water meets the land, which is just below halfway, so I could actually take it down to about there really. So it's a straight line, okay? And then anything below that is going to be a reflection, so we can have some lovely kind of blue reflections, purples, you can take that down as well, nice blues in there. It's also going quite light. You've got green there, so blue and yellow make green. Some lovely greens as well, which are reflected in the landscape. We need to get that nice warm colour that's being reflected in the hills. Alright, so I'm going to just add a lot of tonal values, colour, and then start to pick out some of the dark or the light shapes within the hills. The first thing we do is kind of we just need to blend. We can blend that way as well, you see. So we've got these lovely reflections in the water. Yeah. A bit warmer over here. And I'm going to fix it. We don't keep scrubbing, because you don't want to just make a big brown mess. We want to create this colour underneath. It's actually very similar to the painting. Now we use this lovely underpainting for my clouds, because when I start putting the clouds in, quite a bit of white. Yeah? It goes over the hills as well. So I've got a really nice underpainting, lots of colour that I can use. So if you bought pastel paper, it's going to be a certain colour unless you add your own. But with gesso paper, we've got this really good tooth, and we can add any colour that you want, you see. So because I'm working indoors, if you've got chesty cough or whatever, do this outside. So I'm just fixing it. We can speed it up with a bit of a hairdryer. Just to walk. Better not talk while this is on. I'll be told off. And it also goes a little bit darker when you use the hairspray or the fixative, whatever you're using. You're not supposed to fix it at the end. When I fix it now, look into it, bring out the lights and the darks, and then fix it again. That'll knock it back, and then finish off with Sennelier or some stronger colours. So these are inscribed pastels. Each of those, you can see them, and lots of lovely colour in the sky. It might not be there, but we're going to utilise it. Okay. Trying to keep lovely kind of colour values rather than using brown. So if I look at the shape, like I said, we've got the water line, which is always a straight line because water is always level, isn't it? And you can also glaze over things because that's a nice glaze. You can see through it. You can also see the colours underneath. That's why we glaze. Okay, and then we've got this lovely shape of the mountains. Don't ask me what they're called. Somebody will probably tell me, but you need to get the shapes near enough correct because somebody will tell you off for missing something out. And this is this lovely yellowy hill. Look at the distance, or look at the heights, because this is quite tall in comparison to this one, which goes a bit that way. And then this one is lower still, so we're coming down to about here. It's just above that one, so it's giving us a nice perspective, and that comes down and just goes behind the other one, the other mountain on this side. So you get into the valley, which is lots of these lovely blue trees just down the water's edge. So I'm going to add more colours. We want some warms in here, so we've got some siennas. We've got some, like I said, some red to give you some alizarin tones, which is nice on the hills. We use a lot of white to blend as well. Got some darker tone actually for the top of the mountain, so that's a dark blue. You're always running out of kind of dark colours and white really. So in the hill there we can have a bit of dark, or the mountain I should say. Bits of dark here. And same in the sky, we've got this lovely dark area in there which I'm going to blend. The sky will probably blend quite a bit to get that softness, but the mountains, everything else will probably just leave as painting with the side of your pastel, and this is going to be a lovely kind of blended reflection in the water, so that's quite nice. Using the side of the pastel to give you some of these lovely shapes like that, which is the shape of that mountain there. Okay, you can see just on the other side where it's coming down to a point. Try and get directional strokes so you're getting the shapes like where the weather or the rain would come down that mountain top and give you a lovely line. We've got a bit of green here, so I'm going to, this is actually just slightly in front because it zigzags. So this bit of land here is just in front of this bit of land, and that's a straight line, but this is slightly in front. So it's just giving you a nice light area. If I use a bit of some dark green, just add it, where is it? There we go. We've got some trees on the waterline, scumble them in. Like that. We've got some lines up here, a few trees there as well. We want to keep that lovely light actually. We've got a bit of warmth on this side, so there's a bit of sienna, so I'm just coming down from the side of the mountains, and there's quite a bit of warmth on this one to bring it forward. I've got a few trees here as well, and just little marks, that's all they are. And more alizarin, we can start using blue, things like that. And in that side of the hill, we're getting some warmer greens, so it's like, we've got every kind of green going, so as well as mixing it optically, you can put it on quite neat. So you've got warm greens, we've got cool green coming from there, so that's quite nice. Bluey greens, huey green, all that kind of thing. So we're coming into the waterline. Here we go a little bit lighter in that, I put a bit, I think alizarin is the best colour actually. A little bit kind of lighter and the side of the mountain there, like that. So, and then it goes dark again, so I just want that kind of grade. Anything in the distance, we can, like I said, we can blend and make a lot. So this is a nice dark blue I've got, and that's just giving me the shape of that hill, mountain, whatever. Okay, the sky area, I need to get a really nice blue in there, which we can blend. Try and keep a clean finger, and we go over here as well and blend that. Like I said, the sky's going to be nice and soft and subtle, lots of white. And whatever you put over that now is going to pick it up. So this is a very strong kind of yellow. It's still inscribed, so it's quite nice colour. And then I get these shapes at the side of this mountain from the top. Just add colour where you see it. Yeah, more colour the better. Like that. Don't bother with reflections yet because we can put those in. We just want to come down to the waterline. We are getting a few really strong areas of dark near the water, especially this one as well. We get bits of land just coming out and jutting out, and then a bit of light over the top of it. We've got these trees, like I said, they're quite big as well, so they're coming nearer to here, they go bigger. And then here we got this angle for the top of that hill, which is quite dark, and we can use purple in there as well and keep that lovely yellow colour. Yeah, we've got a few different yellows, soft ones, hard ones. Majority of inscribe are kind of hard, but you do get some nice bright colour, and then you can finish off with your more expensive ones if you like, just to give you that lovely buttery feel towards the end. Okay, the sky, you can use a tissue. Let's bring up a bit of kitchen roll, because I don't want a mucky finger to mess this up, so I'm just using the tissue to soften that dark area. So because there's a depth in your sky, it's going to be slightly darker overhead, like that, and then it's going to go lighter as it goes away from you. Okay, I've got some hard pastel as well, so if I go into that with a bit of this, finger's got blue on, with a bit of warm and white, and then blend it. Alright, it's got the shape of that lovely cloud there, soften the edges, and then I get a shape here, and here's where it's going a little bit lighter. So again, keep blending. We are rushing today, it's Friday. The next demo is going to be on Monday, which is watercolour portrait, so I've got quite a nice relaxing weekend, I hope. As we're coming down to this mountain top a bit more, I mean, because it's tactile stuff, we kind of press on a little bit more in areas like that, to give you stronger whites. This is, like I said, a hard pastel. You can buy boxes of these. They just come in Jakarta or something like that. They're quite cheap, but they just blend all the colours together, so you can get a nice softness. So just at the back of that mountain, we've got some warm colour. Again, we can add some light. You will get a little bit of warmth as you come down to the horizon. So, and when we fix that white, it's going to go darker. So I don't, like I said, don't worry about it too much at this moment. And in the middle, we've got lots of kind of things going on. Mainly a lot of purple tones, bigger, lighter areas. Keep squinting so you can see the shapes. Take it across the picture into that area around that mountain on this side. Try and use the pastel, picking up the colour underneath, really. And if you want more colour, you just glaze over it after, so it doesn't matter. The top of this mountain needs to be the right shape, naturally, like that. And then we're going a bit more blending, especially with these. The only time we're blending too much is you're going to cover out all the colour underneath, and we don't really want that, so I'm just going to build it up slowly and finish it off with pure white afterwards. Okay. Working from dark to light, can add a bit of purple there. To give you the shapes and the tonal values, warms and cools. So I've got some lovely kind of warmer sienna sky tones there. A little bit smaller one, sidey pastel, higgledy-piggledy strokes, nothing too fixed really. If you press on more, like I say, we'll go a little bit whiter or lighter, and then like bring that down into the mountain or the valley or the hills between the mountains. Add a little bit of warmth just to warm up that sky around there. Looks like it's going to rain. Doesn't rain in the lakes, does it? So across here, like that. And then more tonal values in these mountains. You start to squint, start to see the darker shapes, and the shapes coming down the side of the mountains, and some of the trees on the waterline. That lovely blue, I'm going to keep some blue there, and the other side of that hill. Nice and dark here, and then these angles, like I said, where everything's falling down, coming down from that side of the hill, the mountains there, and we get these shapes, these kind of darker shapes as we get down to the bottom of the mountain. Greener, because there's more natural greens, warmer greens. Squint, dark. Okay, a bit more warm up here. Nice light tonal value there. There's a river that's actually coming down from here. It's quite dark where it hits the trees. Again, a bit more warm. That's the river, and you've got some little trees there. We've also got this darker area as we get down. The bank of trees there, a forest, if you like, and then we get these lovely trees on the shore, near enough, which is going behind there. That's quite nice. And the top of the mountain, again, nice and dark. Bring out the shapes, the craggy shapes like that, and the shape there. We've actually painted with the side of the pastel, nothing too fussy yet. Alright, the water, just going to add a few more colours, blues. We'll go that way as well, so don't just go down, go across, because when you mix kind of white with this, it will pick up these lovely shapes. Very nice orangey tones. We can have that in the hills as well, because we've got it on the top of the hill, and then down here at the side. Beautiful kind of colours. Fabulous. So without using much white, apart from the sky, yeah. And we can overlay things, so like I said, if it's too dark, knock it back with another colour, keep the light, move forward. More blue in the foreground as well. We'll go across a little bit, get the tissue again, go that way, and then go that way. No boats today. Keep that lovely depth like that. Got some more yellow reflecting in the water here from the shoreline. It's really strong. Blend it a bit. Because you put the fixative on, you've still got what was I going to say? It's still got the colour underneath as well, so that's not coming off because you're going over the top of it. So just an instant now, we've got a lovely white line, more or less, that's coming from just behind this point and across the front there. So if we use the side of your pastel, you don't have to go all the way across, but it kind of disappears. This is still a hard pastel. We haven't moved on to soft. I'm just going to bring that mountain down a little bit because there's more of a dark shape there actually. Into the valley of death. Okay, still seeing through a lot of those lovely colours underneath with the glazes. Bit more sienna. So if I start, like I said, start using a blending technique, I would lose a lot of the colour underneath, and I don't want to, so that's why I don't do it. Just add a few lights to this mountain because you've got some sunlight hitting the top. This is just kind of a light sienna tone, and then it brings out the yellow again on this side of the mountain where the sunlight's catching, and as it goes up that hill like that, we get some shapes that look like little rivers or streams coming down. If we use a bit of white now over the lizarine, you get this kind of very nice light area on this side of the mountain as it reflects the sky, and that comes down to there here. Okay, so I'm trying to make a depth, I'm trying to give it a depth. This is a little bit of white. There's not. This is a bit of white that we're going to use just to bring out the reflected light in the middle of that mountain, because it's dark at the top, it's dark at the bottom, but in the middle it's getting lovely reflection. So if we use the white, because we put some colour on, we can use the white to kind of blend this colour and make these shapes on the mountain in the distance like that. Keeping them in the distance, nothing too fussy, although we got some light hitting that ridge there and a bit of this area. And they're just little marks. Use the side of the pastel to give these little marks and shapes. Okay, then we can always go back into that and other blues, and because of the oranges and bit siennas, yellows, the blue's going to look really nice against those, so we want to keep it on the blue side, and darker as well, and then keep them distant. That's the hill there, and Scumble, top of the mountain, a little bit lighter now. I'm picking up the sienna yellow I put on to give that warmth as it comes down to my horizon, and the depth behind the mountain. You start to see these little areas that are catching reflected lights coming down here. More warmer colours, and then a bit more lizarine. Just paint what you see. A bit more lizarine there, and that's kind of changes tone. Changes tone there, a little bit of colour, and that shape. And then these angles, as you come in with a bit of green on this kind of this side of the hill. more grey, a little bit more grey in that. Into there. Whatever, there's all sorts of things going on the side of the hill, which are actually little trees and things that are climbing the side of the mountain. Right. Stand back now again, just get a nice depth. The sky is really important in this one. You need to create that very soft kind of area of sky, and we can do that with the white and a mixture of colour and blending it without losing a lot of this underpainting, hopefully, as well. Keep that a little bit lighter as it goes into there, and then I've got a kind of a shape there. So this is a light blue. I'm just putting over the top. It's a little bit tonally, it's lighter than the one I put on first. And then again, a nice white light area across the middle. Got some more white pastel here. So these are some of my inscribed whites, which are a little bit softer than the hard one I use for blending. And as you get into the centre there, I've got some really nice cloud shapes and depth. That's what I'm after. I'm after this depth around the back of the hills, back of the mountain. Okay. Blend it a bit. Always keep a damp cloth handy. Wipe your fingers on. Pick up the dust. Don't blow your dust about. Not very good for you. Okay. You pick the dust up. Don't let it get on your furniture. Things like that. Dry your hand off again. A bit more blending, I think. Just here. I'd sooner do it with my finger actually, because it's tactile. The more you press on, the more it blends, you see. So the less you press on, the more you can control where it blends. So it gets a really nice kind of effect. Again, bit of sienna into that white. Will give me a subtle change in cloud tone. That is a little bit lighter there. You've got a cloud that's just coming out. You don't have to copy the whole kind of sky shape. You can just get your own feeling for what's happening. Formation of cloud. A bit more blur it and blend it there. It's quite dark up here. And I'm going to fix it in a bit because it's nearly, usually I think halfway through, fix it. Okay, a bit more dark here. Mix blue with burnt umber, you get a nice strong dark tone, which is that area which blends into this then. We can blend that area, bottom of this cloud. It's going away from you. And some areas around here. Just giving these subtle kind of changes in tone. Everything's soft. Everything's softer. Alright. I'll do a bit more on the water and then I'll fix it. So here we want more kind of warmer colours, reflections. So we have got a bit of sienna and then yellow, which blends into the green of that water. You're thinking it's going a little bit darker as you come forward here, so I can add a bit more tone. Let it blend that way. Go into it again to make things darker. Just add blue. And you can blend it with your finger again, just to give that subtle change. I'm going to use quite a bit of white after to bring out the reflections in your water. Here, where we've got that lovely line on the water's edge where it meets the land. We've got little bits here as well in front of this massive land. Straight lines, keep it straight lines. We've got some on top as well, bringing it forward a bit. And then one here, which is quite big. The beauty of pastels is you've got all these colours to hand, so you might as well use them all. You'll probably see a lot of this in the landscape. Keep that lovely greeny effect. It turns into a lighter blue, which I can use here. Oh, it's too light. A nice kind of sky blue. Not that many pastels. Can't find them. Or grey. Go in that direction. Beautiful. Yeah, so if I had white, so you got really nice kind of shapes in between where the light's catching the water, and you're giving you these, downward reflections. So this is the Sennelier white again. I'm just going to drag this, you can do it that way, into the reflection. And it goes a lot lighter here. But you can have no colour, you don't have to have it too light. And then there we've got a really nice, from this cloud, it's reflected in the water here. It's coming that way towards us. And again, you go in a lot bigger, it gets nearer. So again, a nice depth. And then we've got some things happening in that area. Okay, I'll have to keep going. I'm going to fix it. Alright, and you'll see it go quite dark, and then we can work back into it. I'll speed it up because we've only got an hour again, so not much time. But it's keeping me busy as well because I'm to keep my hand in. Now we're all looking after ourselves safely, self-isolating. Poor old Boris has got it now. I'll have to look after Boris, our leader. He probably should count with Prince Charles, so it's a shame. And more sienna, a bit warmer colour here, just for that area in the sky. You start to see tops of the clouds, and they just change a little tonally, a little bit warmer as you're coming down as well for these shapes. Grey's quite a nice colour. If you want to set something off, you can always add a greyish tone. You don't use black. This is a darker grey actually. So I can blend that around that area. Just soften, bring out the shape of the cloud or two. Alright, and then we're going to go over that later. There's a bit more blue around about here. And there's a kind of a line of tone there in the sky, and this is really nice in the morning. You start to see the light catching these clouds here, so more warmth in those around the hills, and then blend them together later. Okay. A little bit of reflections here. Stand back. Fix it. Yeah. Get rid of any dust. and then spray it again all over. Smells lovely now. Let it dry. I'll speed it up again. I won't talk. Right, and then we can start looking at softer pastels because now, you can see, because I've knocked it back with the spray, this will bring out, so this is a soft, it's like a creamy white actually, that I've got. You can buy the Senneliers loose, which is good because you don't want to buy boxes all the time. It's, you want to get the ones that you use the most. So you get Sennelier along with your Inscribe, which are made by Winsor Newton. They're quite, they don't cost the earth, but they're very nice colours. That's why I use them a lot. And then we start with brighter and stronger colour. So I've got a hard one here, which is a little bit kind of warmer, kind of light sienna colours like this. So it's just glazing over the top of some of the clouds so they disappear into the background. And a bit here like that. Again, using the side of my pastel to give me irregular shapes. Nothing too fussy. Like that. Blend it. Ouch. Got a cramp in my toe. We can still see the alizarin underneath. That's what we need. Blend that a little bit. It's going more white as well. Yeah. Back of the mountain. A bit more warm there. So I'm starting from the top, but you don't have to. Working my way down, softening areas. Squinting. Trying to get the edges of some of these soft clouds. It's quite light in the middle. There. And there. So back. I've got a lovely area of strong light just here. And that blends into the rest of the sky. Right, soften that area, keep it in the distance, bring out the edge of the mountain again. Always darker against the sky at the top, and then you get reflected light, so we can redraw anything you've missed, like one of the crags or something. I've got cramp. Again, we've got this lovely light hitting that mountain there, and then it goes purple. So I'm just picking up that reflection. And this is probably one of the lightest parts of the picture, where it falls down to behind the mountains. Okay, scumble. Loads of scumbling, take out the top of that hill, and then we're using some white on the mountain, so where the sunlight catching this area, bringing where the river is coming down, a bit more yellow. Same yellow this, it's just because I've knocked it back with the spray, it looks stronger and it's a lot brighter. So I want to keep some of the green underneath as well. You've got a kind of edge to that fell as it comes down, and then we've got some kind of lighter areas around it, something like that. Don't use too much white because we don't want to cover it all up. And the bottom here, there's a lot more yellow in between the trees towards the bank. Got some coming down. Got lighter there as well. We take that back into the water that way. Strong white. This is a Sennelier white. See the difference? It's like butter. Put that on the water as well. A lot stronger. I can use it in the sky in a bit as well. I'm just picking out some of these little shapes where the light's catching the water. And as you're coming down here, just goes across there. Here it's the reflection from your sky. So if I bring that sky a little bit more behind the mountains, top of the hills, top of the clouds, blend it a bit. Beautiful. We can always knock it back. That's what we're doing, knocking it back with another colour. And soften it with a hard pastel to give you a nice depth behind the hills. That's not very strong there, but if I bring out the front of the mountain here, and the way it describes the shape, it's quite nice. Put some seagulls in. There's no seagulls in the lakes. The edges of these are nice and strong. So this being Sennelier is just picking up the edges of the clouds. This one, lovely depth to it. And they're like butter because they just disappear on your fingers. So I'm always buying loose Sennelier, darks and lights. Okay, keep this warm, lovely warm at the top because you want it sienna. We can glaze over as well, you don't have to kind of have it too dark, but we do want it to be warmer at the top, cooler and lighter in the distance. Coming around here again, a bit more blue to describe that shape, and then blend that in. Right, top of the mountain there. How is it? 22, that isn't so bad. Clouds in the distance, flat bottoms, lovely big fluffy tops where the sun's catching them. Yeah, soften the edges, leave some, disappear some. Add more blue in our mountain in the background as well. Like that. And purple. That's lovely purple. Just finishing off some of the darks. Again, a nice strong dark. I can pick out, blend that in, and it's quite strong at the bottom where the valley is. It's kind of like the way the light's just catching the underpainting on this mountain, so I'm going to leave it as it is, more or less. Then get some shapes. A bit more on those trees on the water's edge. Nice depth. Bigger tree there. You can make trees up, you know, nobody's going to walk around there and say you put a tree in, it's not there. Well, if they do, they're a bit sad, but you've always found somebody who'll tell you what is there, isn't there. Like that. Side of your pastel just to give you shapes and angles. A bit more green. Got a lovely green here, which is this kind of cooler tone. Side of the hill. Side of the mountain. Okay, not far off, and some more reflections in the water. I heard people say about keeping your pastels clean, but I just think if you keep them in the box, the hardest thing is putting them away after. If you keep them in the box, they'll stay clean. Don't let them rub together. I mean, the rice thing does work for a while, and then the rice gets so dirty that you can't tell which is pastel and which is. That's a bit more warmth there. More blue. I'm going a little bit darker over that area, and then blend it down. You get kind of where the reflection from this mountain is at the back. You've got lots of little trees and things here, but you don't have to put them in. They're just shapes, and they're going kind of the bottom of that mountain. More yellow, softer one for the highlights again on this hill side of this mountain, on the right, on the left side, and again you follow the shapes where everything comes down the mountain like that, and then it goes up into some other little areas like that, a lot lighter as you get near the bottom. There's a beautiful light area there, which goes over a ridge and then down to the water. Like that. And here we've got a softer green on the left hand side, the right hand side of this mountain. It's more of a kind of natural green, around trees as well. Which goes up to, changes tone away, changes colour and tone. Angle, there's an angle there, there's an angle there. So the side of that mountain is going down to where this river, little stream is, and you're getting these really nice angles, shapes. We can just see a little bit of white coming down the side. Like that. Some darker areas for trees and field. And there's more trees towards the bottom where the water is, because there's more water. That scenery. Bit more shame. But at the end of a pastel, you're not supposed to fix it. You can do, it's up to yourself. But if you fix it again, it knocks it back and you lose the vibrancy of your colours. So you don't really want to do that there. You want to try and keep them. There's a little edge in the hard pastel on the edge of that mountain going down to the valley floor. All sorts of little changes. I'm going to blend that, soften it. And blend that. Hard white, soft white, hard white. And back. I'll do some white one this way. Sometimes you can add a kind of line. So it's okay. And then that blends this way. Into that little blue. Same blue. I found it. Yeah. Later. And that way as well. Overlaying. Darker here. A bit more purple-ish tone. So the texture of your papers, picking up the pastel, leaving some undercolour there. I've also got the white gesso that's helping. So as you can see through into it. Downward reflections. You see your little lines and then they disappear. Coming from the bank, where you get a light area. And same over here. Oops. Bit more white. Scenario white. Going that way. Clean finger. Get some reflection. Like that. Into bottom of the valley, around the trees, blend it nice and strong there. And then here, lots of white in your foreground. So this is the Scenario, again, falling to bits under your fingers. And then we're going to blend it. And that'll be it, more or less. If it's still on the bank, on this lovely sunny day, probably looks like this today actually. Nice strong ripples as well, here and there. Soften that. So yeah, we're just creating a depth in your water. So a few ripples nearer to here. A bit more blue, lighter blue. Cool blue. They're all gone home now, so I'm going to stop. Go that way as well, upwards, lighter at the bottom, more reflection. You can play with the clouds forever. And darks. So most of the time you're working from dark to light. Yeah? You can still add your darks if you're lost in it. Or you want to bring more out. Blue. And a warmer colour here because that goes into these lovely little clouds on the left hand side in the distance, and soften it. I'm back. Just a little bit here. Turquoise, lovely colour. Right, one of a pastel. Not bad. Leave it. Look at it tomorrow. Take the tape off. The white border. Wipe your hands first though. Get rid of the dust. Get quite a bit of dust. Just don't want it airborne. Tape off, pull it away. Lovely white border. And back. Yeah, that's it. You've probably got a darker version than me. Mine's a lighter coloured print photograph, so I know I put it online, but it looks a bit darker online. But it doesn't matter. There you go. Thank you very much. If you're working along, if not, I'll see you. Have a go at it, and I'll see some of you Monday. Watercolour portrait. Okay, bye.